Hey everybody, Sir about 42. This is a video in response to White Rabbit's Illuminati Exposed video by Stephen Dolans. White Rabbit made this video a couple weeks ago. I don't really remember how much. I plan on making the video 2 days after it came out, but school came up and it got really hard, and pretty much here I am today. I'm making it right now. What I do want to say about this is I subscribe to White Rabbit. He has a lot of good points, and I don't say it on my podcast a lot or my other videos, but I'm a very religious person, right? But I just keep it to myself. So with that being said, it really annoyed me when White Rabbit posted this video with the description about, I don't remember what it was, about Pokemon Go, and then because this was when it barely hit and everybody was going crazy about it, and all White Rabbit did was just post this video about the Stephen Dolans, which I've seen it a long time ago. And if you are a fan at any point in Pokemon, you would call out a lot of the stuff that is very inconsistent with his work. And I just gotta say, like, for an ex-Satanist, he's pretty stupid. And while I'm here to dissect this video, White Rabbit, and I hope you can see both sides of this, because I know you have been known to look at all the possibilities. So I hope you can take what I say respectfully. But right now, I'm gonna show you why this guy's completely wrong. And I mean, just because everybody's hyping on something, it doesn't scream Illuminati. It doesn't scream Satanism. Alright, so here we go.
Now, a lot of things come over from the Orient. A lot of things come over from the Orient. And some things have a big impact on us, and some things don't. I can't think of anything that come over from the Orient that actually had a big impact or a phenomenon type craze other than Godzilla.
You're wrong. Dragon Ball, Knights of the Zodiac.
And it's called Pokemon. And it stands for Pocket Monster. And it even made the cover of Time magazine. Now, the first thing I want you to notice is, do you notice any symbol up there that you've seen before? The spiral. And it stands for what? Male fertility. Okay? Now, this thing is actually called Poliwhirl, but they actually had another name for it before they renamed it. When this creature first came out, it was called Hypno. And they changed it to Poliwhirl to make it a little more innocent. But you see...
You're wrong. They changed it to Hypno. Wait, no. It became Hypno... God damn it. See how fucking pissed I'm getting here? Hypno is another Pokemon, and that, I believe that's why they changed the name. It's not because it was more innocent. I mean, he's in the first gen. I don't think he's ever going to bring that up either.
What it actually does is it's supposed to be able to mesmerize and hypnotize its enemies. And you can see how that would happen. That starts spinning around, and it's just like one of those hypnotic wheels that they use to hypnotize. And you see up here in the top, here's a creature, an alligator-type creature over here, dragon. Kind of a funny duck-billed thing down here. Over here.
Charizard, Psyduck, Blastoise, Pikachu, Mute. Do your research.
That kind of looks like the things that we used to pray to inside that circle. Now you notice that he has a particular salute that he's given. And he's in this pose. Every time that you see Mewtwo, he's in this pose. Now he has 3 fingers. And those 3 fingers are always sticking out like that. Now he doesn't have 5 fingers like we do. He has 3. But if they were the 3, on us, they'd be this. And that doesn't mean hook 'em horns. Doesn't mean I love you. Doesn't mean one more. It means hail Satan.
With.
Hook and horns. Mewtwo. Yes, Mewtwo 3 fingers. Not this.
Here's one of the characters. Cute little one. Everybody, okay, everybody go. Oh, come on. I know you wanted to do that, see? That's why I did that.
Bullshit, you forced them to do that. So you can push their dumbass agenda.
He's cute. But the one thing I noticed about him right off, this is Pikachu. One thing I noticed about him right off was his tail. It's a lightning bolt. And it's a satanic Z. It even comes down here to a point. It goes down here.
That's not a Z, dude. And if it's going to be an electric mouse, you're going to give it attributes of electricity. Come on, dude. Basic artisting 101. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. Come on, man!
The Pokemon trading card game is a new collectible card game that is made and distributed by Wizards of the Coast. What is a wizard? Male practitioner of black magic. Practitioner of black magic.
Wizards of the Coast. That's the company that translated the game. I'm assuming. Wizards of the Coast did not make Pokemon. This card game was already out in Japan. It's been out. Wizards of the Coast nearly adopted the translation rights. I don't know. But Wizards of the Coast did not make Pokemon. We'd be rich.
Wizards of the Coast. The same company that made the best-selling game Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering is a heavily occult-laced trading card game which has been very popular in the 90s. Laced trading card game.
Whoa, we're talking about Pokemon. Don't go into Magic, alright? Look, I love how he's gonna switch it up. I just know it, dude. Well, because I've seen it a long time ago, but like, seriously, dude. He's gonna... No, this is about Pokemon. Don't go into Magic. And we understand that's what Magic is, and... well, just wait. Just watch. Just fucking watch.
So let's see where they're coming from. Now, from seeing the symbols, your actual discernment should now begin to be sharpened. How many see a circle? How many see a pentagram? Yeah. If you look, there it is.
All I see is five Chaos Emeralds.
The danger of Dungeons and Dragons, or any kind of role-playing game like this, is that it's played with the mind, and when played with the mind begins to lose that fine line with what's real and what's fantasy. And what's fantasy?
That is not Magic's fault. That is a person who's playing it who is mentally unstable or had bad parenting.
It's all in the mind. And I mean, if you've got a vivid imagination, you can have one heck of a game. And what happens is that you can play this game for 10 to 12 years. Because the object is, as long as your character is alive, you're in the game. Once your character dies or gets killed in that particular game, you're out.
Why mention the 12 years? What does it matter? I've been playing freaking GoldenEye 007 since it came out. Not every day, mind you, but I do play it. Alright? James Bond in the Illuminati?
That if a person loses... Showing that a lot of teenage suicides that are caused by Dungeons and Dragons are caused because the player has finally lost touch with reality. And what's happened to them now, they actually feel a psychic bond with that character. And so the character gets killed off and no longer in the game. You have no purpose, because all your purpose was for the last 10 to 12 years was playing Dungeons and Dragons. So your character gets knocked off. Guess what? So do you. Guess what? So do you.
That is what we call a loser, alright? That's not every person that plays Magic or Dungeons and Dragons or whatever.
Magic the Gathering. Here's one of the cards. Yeah, ain't he cute? This is Cabal Ghoul. Now, you notice that there's counters up here. In other words, this stands for 2 points. And it says Cabal Ghoul.
Alright. Fuck this. Alright, because he's just going to go off on a tangent with this damn card. At this point, you're just explaining the rules, alright? And yes, there's a little scary skull, but come on, dude, it's Magic. Magic the Gathering is about magic. And yes, it is traced back, like I said again, to Satanism. So anything that you talk about in magic, you can relate it to Satanism. Just like I can say anything about any game or like this, like the Simpsons, dude. We can relate everything back to 9/11, right? I once heard from another truther, right, that if you look hard enough, you can find something on anything you want. And this is what you're doing right here, Mr. Dolans.
Listen to me carefully. If we examine the characters of this particular program, and they are the kind of role models that we want our kids to be watching. In other words, if this whole game, the characters of this game, the monsters, this whole premise of this thing actually goes to establish the kind of values, the kind of standards, and the kind of morals that we want our kids to have when they reach adulthood, that it's okay.
So I just like zoned out right now. It's talking some bullshit. Something about you carry your values from a game into real life. It's just a hobby, man.
We have in this game. Now, what we need to do then, everybody go, oh, again. Oh, I know.
Fuck you. Stop telling them to do that.
That's the Pokemon ball, and you actually catch the monster inside of that thing and harness the power in there. And then you can call on that power to regenerate itself outside of that ball. And praise God, it turns into a bigger and better monster. Now, we're 250 species of these particular creatures.
Aren't you supposed to fight first and then it'll evolutionize? I mean, he could probably be right when you change, I forgot which one, but there's a Pokemon that you trade with somebody and it evolves naturally in the Pokeball, but I doubt he went far into detail to the games.
You can become a god. That's the premise of what this has been teaching. You become the Pokemon master. That's the whole premise and the whole goal of this game. Now, this is the main character right here. He's called Ash Ketchum. Not Hal Ketchum, but Ash Ketchum. Okay? And again, it doesn't make any difference what I say, it's okay. And again, it doesn't make any difference what I say, it's what their own material says. I'm going to tell you what they just...
Yes, it does, because you're distorting the damn franchise.
And then there are two characters, and one's called Jesse, and the other one's called James. And listen to what it says about them. It says, prepare for trouble, make it double. Jesse and James are an evil gang looking to steal rare Pokemon. Jesse and James are stuck up, fashion conscious, and you know what? In the program, they're also prone to cross-dressing. Now, if you don't know what that means that if you feel like you're a woman in a man's body, you wear women's clothing. You dress like one. And dress like one.
Now wait a minute, dude. They only did that to catch Pikachu because of what's his name, Giovanni. They didn't do it out of their own free will. They did it because it's supposed to be like the slapstick humor that they're trying to deceive Ash. All right, they didn't come out one day and just say like, "Oh, I feel like being a woman." Come on, man. Come on.
Because I think we've got a pretty well good establishment on this thing. Remember that I said that if the characters were the kind of role models that established the kind of values, standards, and morals that we wanted our kids to have when they got to be an adult, that this game or this particular thing is okay. Remember we said that? Okay, so let's examine what we got. Let's see. Headstrong, stubborn, quibbling, self-centered, vindictive, obnoxious, hormonal, sexually preoccupied, evil, thieving, cross-dressing jerks.
Alright, you can't lump up all those personalities in each character, alright? Because that's split among all of them. And even if you'd finish an episode, you would learn that Team Rocket never wins. Moral of the story, kind of tay-ta-tay shit.
This is a scene. Actually, this is a poster from the movie. And look here. This is Mew over here, M-E-U. He's kind of cute. And this is Mewtwo over here, complete with his satanic salute. And if you notice, that pose is always given with a...
Oh, shit. Why? Always... Dude. I bet he doesn't know that Mewtwo came from Mew. guarantee it, dude. Even if he has the movie, he probably just skimmed over it like everything else in his research.
Japanese cartoon triggers seizures in hundreds of children. And look at this. This is Tokyo, December 17th, 1997. This is when the movie was first actually released over in Japan. The bright flashing lights of a popular TV cartoon became a serious matter Tuesday evening when they triggered seizures in hundreds of Japanese children. In a national survey, the Tokyo Fire Department found that at least 618 children had suffered convulsions, vomiting, irritated eyes, and other symptoms after watching Pokemon. Japanese television network NHK reported that 111 people were still hospitalized.
What does it have to do with Satanism? I thought that was the whole point of this video. Now you're just bringing in seizures because of Porygon? Stick to your main subject.
And here is a picture of cute little Pikachu, and he's being energized by an energy ball. And now you notice he's not quite so cute anymore, and his little satanic tail is really erect.
His tail is the same, and he's still cute.
If you're not up on Pokemon, you need to be. And one of the things you can do is go out and buy the official Pokemon trading card game Player's Guide. And you can get this at any store that sells any of the Pokemon stuff.
Dude, you guys remember when they were shitting out Pokemon strategy guides? Dude, that's so unofficial. Hundreds of those, man. You made money.
I'm going to hold it out here so hopefully you can see it. Look at the yellow. What do you see?
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. Look here. All-seeing eye. Everybody see that? Up here is the clenched fist, symbol for rebellion.
Dude, the only reason the symbols are like that is because you need tokens to fight, or you need energy, right? Like, it does not gonna power itself. I mean, like I was gonna say, if it was tokens, he'd probably find a way to like satanize that, right? Come on, dude. You're looking way too much into this. All right. The most I'll give you is the eye. Is weird, but you know, psychics always have that eye in the palm of their hand on their freaking windows. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Do you think they put that in there by coincidence? Do you think they just built this game, put these on there, and said, hey, let's just put those symbols on there. They look cool. Kids won't know what they are, but they'll like them because they look cool.
Of course not, dude. He's right on that part. Freaking, you gotta put the leaf so you know what grass type Pokemon is. You gotta put the rock because, you know, most of those characters like Geodude, rock type. That's a bad example. But yeah, dude. Those symbols are there to represent that freaking energy for whatever Pokemon you're gonna correspond with. You notice how he didn't say anything about the color of this one? I wonder why. Maybe because it's not related to anything, right? You can't demonize that.
There is a devised plan going on for the battle of our children's minds.
No, it's a battle for your money, and they're using your kids.
Old kid, remember the Pokemon motto? Gotta catch 'em all? Who do you think feels that way? It's the enemy. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta get 'em while they're young. Gotta induct satanic doctrine. Gotta put these symbols in their spirits. Gotta put these monsters in their heads. Gotta mess up their dreams. Gotta mess up their reality. Gotta break up the family. Have you ever tried to get talking to a child when he's into this game?
Dude, that is fucking dark, man. What the fuck? Just because gotta catch 'em all? Where does catch 'em all lead to all that shit, dude? Seriously. Gotta break up the family? Dude, unless your parents are fucking nerds. You know, and you see little Jimmy taking your Charizard.
Pokemon Psychic Surprise. Surprise, all right. Look at this. This creature right here is called Haunter.
I'm about to, I'm gonna get into this in a minute. I'm gonna let this guy talk. Let us speak his points, and then I will speak my points.
That makes sense. Haunt. Right up here is a creature that's not quite so cute now. This over here is not quite so cute. Little Pikachu down here, he's crying his eyes out. He's not cute, and even Ash doesn't look cute anymore. Psychic surprise. And you know, going back to those energy balls, I believe that those energy balls represent that the Pokemon get their power by supernatural occult ability. You saw the symbols. Remember, the materials speak for itself. They get...
All right, anyways. He's wrong. If he did any research, which he didn't even give a damn, that was not Haunter. That was... I mean, sorry, that was... Yeah, that was not Haunter. That was freaking Gengar. The one on the top left was Ghastly. The one in the middle is Gengar. Haunter is the one on the bottom right. But he wouldn't know that. He wouldn't know that. Oh, he didn't even know who Zubat was. And then Pikachu's scared. I thought Pikachu was also satanic. Ugh. Do your research.
The Kadabra character has a pentagram on his forehead. And he has SSS across his chest.
Does he really? I legitimately don't know. I don't remember. I'll check. I'll post it up on the video right now if you're seeing this right now. But from what I remember, I think they were originally going to name it after a magician, but then they got into some legal dispute. I think this was in Japan too, so they changed it to Abracadabra Alakazam. Because, you know, magic. And no, not because of Satanism, because it's funny, it rhymes, you know? Like, get it? Magic, abracadabra.
Listen, our kids are carrying around these cards like they're magic symbols. And they are magic symbols. And they are taught to believe that they can call on the powers of these cards anytime they want to. And
how long is he going to beat the dead horse on this shit, dude?
Beating each other up on school grounds, even stabbing each other over Pokemon cards.
Anything related to what is a trend with kids, they will stab and punch each other in the face for it, alright? I was there in elementary school. People try to take my fucking, what do you call those little spinner top things? It was like, god damn it, what was that anime? It wasn't Zoids. It's the one where you spin that top and it, but it was Power Rangers, dude. It was a frenzy in the playground. And it's not because it had satanic meaning. You can like peel the sticker off and it's just the same shit. I keep thinking Yokai Watch. Was it Zoids? Remember that shit? Let it rip! And like, fuck, dude, it's gonna kill me now. Yeah. Come on, dude. It's not because Pokemon's satanic. It's because, like I said again, anything that's like a trend, a phenomenon with kids, dude, you'll get into fights with it. People be stealing cards, man. Remember Yu-Gi-Oh? Dude, that shit was real. Fucking fighting just to keep your cards. I lost to Karibo, that motherfucker, if I ever find him.
Boy attacks teacher over Pokemon. Here in Lakeland, Florida, there was a young boy who had a deck of Pokemon cards, and he was passing them around the class. And
Wait a minute. Why would a kid be passing around Pokemon cards in class? That again doesn't add up unless they're like common cards, because shit, I wouldn't pass my holographics around. I'll come back with like 2 and I'll be like, where's the rest? And everybody's gonna be like, I don't know. You're an idiot for passing them around.
the woman teacher noticed that they were paying more attention to Pokemon than they were her. So she waited for the deck to get back to this young man, and then she walked over and grabbed that deck out of his hand. He got up and struck her dead in the face with his fists. And of course, he got called in on the principal's carpet in the office, and they called for the parents. And the parents came to pick him up, and you know what he told his father? They were trying to steal my powers. Our kids are taught to believe that these things actually...
Stealing my powers, dude. The last thing I'd worry about is them taking my fucking energy. I'd be worried about my holographics. I bet you that's not even the real quote, dude. Come on. Come on.
Natural. This stuff is nothing more than unadulterated witchcraft, and it's put in a child's form, designed to attack the child and the parents and the entire family that this thing is associated with. That's exactly what it's designed to do, and that's what it does. That's exactly what it's designed to do, and that's what it does.
No, it's not. Dude, stop accusing a card game of some shit that, like, I gotta do something about this lighting. All late in the video.
And these cards cost anywhere from $7 to $9 per single pack.
Dude, where the fuck are you buying your packs, dude? They're $4 back in my day. Which was this time. $4, $7, $9? The hell are you buying from? Freaking the OC? Canada?
And there are report after report of children going into their parents' pocketbook and stealing money to go out and buy these cards. What is the purpose? What is the magic that's behind the whole game of Pokemon? I think by looking at it in that realm and looking at it the way that we've looked at it, I don't see it as being something that is beneficial to our children. I don't see it as being something that's going to help our family grow. And I sure don't see it as something that's going to help get the child established in the ways of the Lord. This is...
The reason why is because, again, this is a hobby. It's a game. It's not designed to do any of that. Its only purpose is just to have fun with it.
This is totally the opposite. Remember that the whole goal in all of these role-playing games, and especially in Pokemon, is to become the master.
So that's my dissection of that video. All joking aside, man. Oh, I gotta say, this guy, he didn't know. He did very little research. I mean, the most evident is when he pulled that DVD with the Haunter, the Psychic Surprise. He didn't even care to mention the Pokemon. He found one name, right? And he just, like, went all over it. I get it, dude. I get it. Everybody was doing the Pokemon Go, like, whatever, you know. I don't even have to say anything. Like, it was a frenzy. It was a freaking frenzy. I get it, dude. People were getting into fights. People were getting assaulted and everything. But what really annoyed me about your video, White Rabbit, is that it was barely your video at all. I mean, knowing you, you would have dissected it, you know, had it been some kind of music video or halftime Super Bowl thing, right? But in this one, you just pasted it. I mean, you saw the hype that Pokemon Go had. I mean, it got downloaded more times than Twitter. And instead of, you know, finding out what it was about, you just saw this guy, this Prophecy Club guy, Stephen Dolan's, and you just took that as law. Now, I'm not accusing you of believing this guy 100%, but from what I saw in your video, all you did was just post his video. You had almost no input into it. The most you did was put something in the description. And, you know, I know you're better than that, dude. I mean, I've seen you dissect videos, and this just seemed very lazy on your part. So, I mean, I hope you see this. This isn't intended with hate or anything. I'm just annoyed that, I mean, you let someone like that get to you. Freaking Dolan's. Come on, dude. You know, for a Satanist, he is an idiot. He does ex-Satanist, sorry. I mean, God bless him. He found Christianity, I think. I don't know what denomination he is. If it's a denomination, that's out the window already for me, because, yeah, Christian. But, like, seriously, dude, you're better than this. You're better than just posting a video. You know? I've seen your work, dude. I love it. But this was crap. This was lazy. I don't know, man. And this is coming from somebody that has, what now, very minimal knowledge of Pokemon. Because I don't play it anymore. I played Pokemon Red, which is the same as the Pikachu version. I played the one with Groudon. I forgot the name of it, and I got bored of it halfway through, and I didn't play since Soul Silver. And I don't play anything after X and Y because for me it was very uncreative and it got boring. But even with what little knowledge I have, like, I was able to like call out this guy's bullshit. I mean, seriously, dude. Come on, White Rabbit. Next time when there's something big that happens, you know, just do research. Do research like you always have. Yeah, you can link anything to Satanism. Especially like anime. That's where he's getting the whole like hormonal thing. Is because, well, anime in general has that audience. You know, it has that fan service. But that's a whole other thing I don't want to get into because that's not what this video is about. Unlike Stephen Dolan's, let's stay on track. So yeah, don't believe that guy, dude. I mean, like the whole gotta catch 'em all thing too, that was a localized thing in the US. I never heard them say it in Japan. And if they did, then you know what, that's on me. But I know that the US is known to localize catchphrases and all that stuff here for our cartoons. That's us. That's not over there. And I don't know, man. That's about it. I mean, I'm disappointed that you just posted a video and then just didn't even say anything about it. So I hope you see this, man. I hope you take it well. I mean, again, I'm not hating or anything, but I am disappointed that because Pokemon Go is so popular that you just decided to like just throw it under the bus and call it satanic. Don't listen to Dolans. Please don't. Alright, that's about it, man. Shit. I don't know what else to say. I'm just wasting time here. Alright, man? Take care, everybody. See ya.